Thank you. Thank you. That's okay. I appreciate it.
According to the Democrat Party, the ideal school curriculum is forcing children to work in a sweet shop while watching Superstore and other areas Netflix series on 0.25x speed. In order to say a local school district money $10 Netflix subscription, many teachers secretly set the speed down to 0.9 or lower. In order to really stretch out the value, we must collectively trip and eat the brain of society and remove all stupid bumper stickers, slogans, and empty buzzwords. This is what they want to do to us. Nuremberg rally for 80-year-olds. Waves of deaths happen suddenly, like a perfectly brown sandwich suddenly becoming born and inedible. For right-wing bags financially exploiting the borderline retard. We must immediately rescind the laws against public nudity. Listening to ye middle music that go cugga wubba wubba. New Balkan country has dropped. Billy, all we didn't start the fire fills me up with regret and longing respect for humanity. Started listening to furry moon, fentanyl, and people to get bitches. Adulthood is listening to loud and fast punk rock music and realizing you are literally incapable of playing it yourself anymore. There's a particular person who I miss so intensely, and the only thing I could feel towards them is grief and gratitude. Irish people like Amos and Oid should be held legally responsible for the alcohol poisoning of electrons, the land lowest in beer consumption. We all know we're nuclear first now. Imagine if we mandated that enterprises could only increase prices based on their net profit so small businesses could sell things for more. And people would be like, well, it's old mammy and pappy's shop, so we might as well be charitable and would be more able to afford that if we could get 10 tubs of garbage or beans for 9 cents from Walmart. Oh, funny that leftards decorate the banning of right-wingers from social media because they'll come after us next. A development which would only increase the public's positive perception of the left, as 99 of what they say is unfathomably retard. And their age intelligence of the left would increase if people weren't allowed to see it anymore. China no trying to create the inferior or failure version of NATO. Safe means boring. That's literally all it is when they tried to make something safe for people. They're removing theaters. I am an chatbot run by the United States federal government. 3/4 of the world's entire blood plasma supply originates from the United States, mainly urban poor minority communities. The universe hath spoken loudly, and I will be fulfilling my promise to get shit-faced drunk Tony. Create a little brand of the proletariat. It puts the cake in the freezer and he eats it with a fork and knife. It's me. According to Catholic people, euthanasia is immoral. But keeping brain-dead people and dementia folks through medicine is fine because apparently the only one who shouldn't be in control of what you do in life is yourself. Remember, back in 2003, the media demonized the anti-Iraq war protest and called them traitors. In 2020, they did it again against the bomb protest. In the 1960s as well, they did this to the Iraq's protesters, calling them looters, realtors, and outside agitators who knew being a black guy from Alabama made you from outside Alabama. It is almost as if it is a white supremacist state. Leftards listening unconditionally to minority groups is ridiculous. Why would you take advice from people who lost? We should want to win. According to blacks in the United States, no one should hear mention police brutality at bomb protests. It's all about their race only. You can literally beat people up for saying the word. Christianity is greed and homophobia is greed. Beating your kids is a human right. Why does the left worship these people again? Because they listen to too much rap music. Saying indentured servitude is in slavery is like saying forced prison labor is in slavery. In fact, indentured servants were often treated worse than slaves in the latter point of their careers, being worked to death or developing lifelong disabilities, as their employers wanted to get the most about them before letting them free. The failure of our enemies is a sin from the universe that we are correct. You know, if we guide the authorities license to oppress minorities, they're gonna come after us next. That's how it always worked. People born between the years of 1990 and 2000 who are the most superior generation of humans to ever have been born. Autistic doctor who refuses to drink anything except milk with hot sauce. Crazy pastor says crazy stuff. Part 20 trillion. Newest installment since it began in 2000. Paradox Interact has the greatest industrial opinion towards video game piracy. If you don't pirate a game, then try it. Who do you know if you went by it? Any opposing ideas ridicule fellows, this is exactly the reason why gay, soft boys and rock struggles need to be immediately defunded and destroyed. Erich Pepperni Burger Kret Fenode. I would trust him 100 compared to the American. He'd lend me a cigarette or at least half a phone. This is what you see when you step on foot into continental Europe. The key to making drugs legal is not us popularizing them, but making them indispensable to business interactions. Top 5 most respectable classic rock bands. On Cheap Trick. 2. The Who. 3. The Stooges. 4. The Kinks. 5. Foghat. The fact that we tell fat people to be ashamed of the way they look rather than their impending death tells you much about our society. All human beings must strive to embody the Diana feminine as well as the gutter masculine. Feed, breathe, and speed. Armpits are unfathomably sexy. Filial cool syndrome is a gift, not a curse. No, looky here, I ain't saying what it sounds like I'm saying, but presidents are generally known for fucking their secretaries, and Obama's secretary kinda looked like his own mother. Only real Americans remember it all. Oh, I swell with pride and nostalgia upon us seeing it. It was truly a children's delegate. Imagine it being a hungry, obese American child reading around in the car all day. It is the middle of summer and your glycemic index is low. Suddenly you feel an eke into that of cocaine. Pauses is huge. You realize that mommy and daddy hate pull into the hot? No. They stop arguing briefly in order to order 100 cheeseburgers for the bloated price of $19.99. The year is 2005. To make things even better, since it's nearly your birthday, they drive you to the GameStop, located in a strip mall, which in 2023 is now completely empty. You pick out so many Game Spyro guns, San Andreas, Family Guy ideal game, and even all of those Queero Final Fantasy ideal gamers. Don't let Father see that on. He'll inquire on your sexuality again.
And sometimes they're really explicit.
More Turek is so golem and I'm noga golem a lubernica. Oboni keka cutna karina damko is a dribbler. We as a kind of fay change during yikazu you could have king and shigwin. With chan can tayin gay wankwan he fa would he hearing? 99% of the world's population is borderline retarded to a ridiculous and unfat homophilia.
Why don't you